I decided to start a shoemaking business simply because I couldn't find shoes that were my size. And the light bulb moment for me was realizing that I could have shoes made to fit my feet perfectly. Are these the OC gladiators?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just cutting out the... Okay. Chimsom is the last of 4 children. She grew up in Lagos. She's from Anambra State. Her university was at the University of Manchester, where she studied law. And afterwards, she did a master's in law at the School of Oriental and African Studies. And following that, she moved back to Nigeria and went to law school. And during her NYSC, she took part in the SAID program where she learned shoemaking. And it was at that time that NSAATA was being born. And following NYC, NSAATA became a proper registered business. Chimsom is a lawyer, a shoemaker. Hi everyone, we're at my house, so follow me in so we can meet my family. Hi guys.
Yes, so how are you?
Yeah. I'm good. Mwah. Hi Mama Bear.
My reaction to that she wanted to do it full time, we had quarrels over it because of my background. I'm a lawyer by profession, and I was the legal advisor of the Department of Petroleum Resources for almost 30 years. I wanted a regular job for her, and I felt that she wouldn't get as much from just doing shoemaking. I wanted her to be more of a lawyer than a shoemaker. We didn't send her to school to be a shoemaker. She didn't go to any shoemaking school. And there I thought I had somebody who had taken over my profession, very proud of that. And I wasn't happy she wanted to do it full time.
For me, in the traditional sense of education, I said, you can do anything you want, but first, acquire the basic education. And that's why we kind of channeled her to read law. And when she came out, and she still went forward, I want to do something for myself. I wasn't too keen on paid employment. At that point, I said, she's achieved my life dreams. It's now time for her to achieve her own life dreams. So we decided to give her maximum support.
After realizing that I wasn't the only one with this kind of problem, there were people out there that either couldn't find their sizes or wanted something custom made for them in a particular design or color. So that was when I decided to take this shoemaking skill that I had learned, very seriously and start a business with it. NSAATA is actually an acronym for New Shoes Are Always the Answer.
I'm extremely tough on her. So the first 3 slippers I purchased from her, I didn't pay for them. Not because I didn't have the money, but then because I didn't like them, right? So they didn't meet my spec, they weren't comfortable. They didn't meet my specs. And so we kept going back and forth, tweaking the design, adjusting the design, adding things here. I had to support her financially. I mean, we all did. It was something that was very critical to her in going from the inception stage to where she is now.
The key thing about her when it comes to her work is that she likes perfection. It has to be perfect. If it's just a biro stain, we have to make sure that biro stain is off, no matter what.
And headed back to my day job as a lawyer. I know it's strange to find a lawyer shoemaker, but here I am. When I applied, I didn't really hang my hopes on it because I just felt like a lot of people are going to apply. I may or may not get it. If I get it, that'll be fantastic. Or if not, don't be too upset. So I was already consoling myself before I needed to. So obviously when I found out, I was very, very elated. And I had an injury. Both of my legs were injured. And I just didn't want to sit at home and just turn this opportunity down. So I said, you have to do what you have to do. I came there and I saw so many people.
Okay, so who are your target? Constitute your target market?
So my target market would be the middle to upper class, people who can comfortably spend 10,000 and above on a pair of shoes without even, thinking too much about it. And what the people I'm targeting are those people who desire both comfort and style.
This might sound a bit superstitious, but when I got there, I knew even before the interview that I was going to make it, because in the office they directed me to, there was a painting on the wall of a shoemaker. So I saw that as a sign. So I knew I was going to be chosen for this BET7 program. The classes on people management, so how you communicate with your staff, how you deal with them, and what was most impactful for me was, we had a whole session on just learning about their character, their personality, how they behave and how they would even react to things, because that goes a long way when you're giving them instructions, when you're giving feedback.
She actually cares about my welfare aside from the work thing, which is always, you must get this job. What are we doing? What is the production people doing? Are they doing it right? And now that I'm training, I have to do two things at the same time. I have to supervise the production team, and I myself, I have to learn and put my height to. So I'm doing two tasks, and she's very patient with me, and she's very lenient.
So I've been able to implement that in my business. Everyone that's coming in, I make them do a personality test so I can understand their personalities better and know how to manage them going forward. I thought I was doing okay, but they showed me a lot more things I can implement to turn my customers, not from customers to ambassadors.
Buy from her because her quality is very nice, they're durable, and very original. She has her own design.
So right now we're at Gift Fairy NG. They're one of my customers, and I'm here to do a drop-off. And Dami, the owner, has gone from being a customer to being a friend. So I'm always delighted to do these drop-offs myself. NSAATA!
Oh, Chim. Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. Please, my slippers.
Let me at least enter first.
Bring it.
Here you go.
Were you able to get the one I wanted?
Yes.
Go,
yes.
Good.
Black 44.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll say about 6-7 months now, because it was earlier in the year, January, that we met, and it's been very beautiful. She's very responsive. She attends to my late orders, because as a gift company, we tend to get, emergency orders, that you need to deliver the day before, on the day, and she's always responding to all my orders. She just finds a way somehow to ensure that she delivers.
For me, there was a clear paradigm shift in when she got into the program, and maybe 2-3 weeks after she got in. So, so some of the ideas that we discussed, my brother and herself, they finally started sticking to her. So she finally started to understand where we wanted her brand to grow as a unit, like where we saw NSAATA in the next 5 years. Right? So she understood that this could go places, this could be global, this could, she really started to understand the business behind the brand.
I'll say, she's become even more thorough. She pays attention to detail. But, during the period where she was in business school, I noticed that, in terms of stock taking, invoicing, she's been doing really well with that.
Money can't even buy this. Honestly, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much, Diamond Bank. It's clear that Diamond Bank really and truly cares about SMEs. Realize that you're not an island. That just because you're a sole entrepreneur, it's just you and your business. It doesn't mean that there aren't people around you that if you reach out to would help you. Even this BT program, I didn't even know about it. Someone I had met sent me the link saying, I think this would be good for you. I think you should apply. So if I was just in my own bubble, not speaking to anybody, wallowing in all my numerous business problems, I would have never, had this opportunity. So I think my advice would be always reach out to people, because you never know where the solution to your problem will come from.